Hey guys, so I really wanted to get back into the routine of filming more makeup tutorials for my channel. Today's look is a teal smoky eye, and if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So starting off this look, I'm taking my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills and taking the shade in Burnt Orange, which as you can see is a more brown orange color, and I'm just defining my crease but making sure this stays on the outer part of my eye, not putting it on my lid or anything like that, just kind of keeping it towards the outer V of my eye and just defining my crease a little bit. This is going to help us when we start to use the black shadow that we're going to transition with. It's just going to give it a really pretty smoky look. So I'm just blending that in because you don't want any harsh lines or anything like that. And the biggest advice I could give is just packing and blending, and that's all that makeup really is taking a bit of color, blending it out, and then packing more on, and just repeating that process until you get the desired color. Next, I'm taking this black shadow from my Kat Von D Monarch eyeshadow palette. And this is an amazing matte black. I'm talking it comes out black. If anyone's ever worked with black shadows, you know that it's very hard to get the pigment to its fullest effect. If you really want black, you have to pack and pack and pack and pack and pack color. This color, you just have to pack a couple times and it's completely just black. It's not gray, it's not ashy. I found that a lot of black eyeshadows, they're not pigmented enough. They just turn out looking gray and ashy. This one literally just comes out black. A little bit goes a long way. I really love this color. Next, I'm taking this shade in Isla. It's from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. It's the more tealish green looking color. I actually sprayed my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus from MAC that just helps bring out the pigment. The flat brush that I'm using is actually from a BH brush kit. So now I'm just packing on more of that black color just to really define that inner view of our eye. It's going to make it look really smoky when we start to blend it out, and when you blend it into the brown, it's a really, really pretty contrast. So I suggest using like orangey browns. They look really good together if you blend them out the right way. So that's really important. So I'm just going back in, touching up. I even switched the other eye just to touch up. Now I'm taking a really, really precise brush and I'm just drawing out where my crease is with a brown shade. I believe it's also from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Once again, blending everything together and removing the tape from my eye just to create a nice sharp line. That is why I use the tape. I never even used to use tape, but it creates like a really, really sharp line that's going to guide you if you're a beginner maybe at winged eyeliner. It's a really good tool because as you can see, I'm tracing over the line right now with pencil liner, and that's another key step for beginners, what I just did there. I mean, I don't really think I need to do it at this point, but if you draw out like a tracing of where you want your wing to be, it really can help you out a lot because all you have to do is go back and fill it in rather than freehanding it. So I'm just connecting this line and going to draw it all the way over to the inside portion of my eye. Next, I'm taking a Revlon pencil in the darkest black noir. It's a Revlon Color Stay eye pencil, and just doing the bottom lash line and running some of that burnt orange shade that I used on my eyelid. I'm running that underneath my lash line just to create like a nice color contrast because we have a lot going on at the top, so we want to balance it out on the bottom. And taking that Isla color and placing that in the inner tear duct area, then running a highlight shade over top. And I believe the shade is Luster by Bella Pierre Cosmetics, which is an amazing highlight shade. So I'm just placing that in the inner corner of my eye just to bring some light and focus into the corner of my eye, not the center. Then just running some mascara on my bottom lashes and highlighting my brow bone with that same Luster shade. There's the completed eye look, and we're going to move on to the face. Alright, now onto the face. I'm going to take my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, which is an amazing, affordable concealer for people who are on a budget but still want an amazing product. You can find actually a lot of great products at drugstore without spending a ton of money on the same quality products. So I'm just doing the areas that I normally would, which would be right under my eyes. I do a triangle effect down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and I have a couple blemishes, so as you can see I put like a couple spots on my forehead and just blended that out with a damp beauty blender. Then I'm taking a pressed powder from Maybelline, and just it's really bright, so it keeps everything really bright and light, and I get the lightest shade in Porcelain. And then to really set it, I'm taking my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. A little bit goes a long way because you don't want to look like a ghost. A lot of people bake with this product, which means that they leave it sitting on their skin for 10 minutes while they do the rest of their makeup. I, however, just pack it into my brush and just set it on my face and leave it there because I don't put that much. If you set with a lot, then you'll need to brush it off, but it just keeps it bright enough, but I don't have too much powder. So then I am just carving out my cheekbones and doing a little nose contour, which is just taking straight lines down the bridge of my nose. I'm still learning when it comes to nose contours, but I've seen some pretty amazing ones. If you have a straight nose, it's easier. Because my nose is crooked, it's hard to find where to draw the lines. But I'm taking this fluffier brush. Baby, don't you wanna dance up on me? Little Britney Spears throwback there. For blush, I'm just taking my BH blush palette, the more mauve shade, and just putting that on the apples of my cheeks and right over where I contoured. And then I'm just blending those together with a fluffy brush just so I have no harsh lines and no huge color distinctions. I'm taking a fan brush from, I believe it's from e.l.f., and I sprayed it with a little Fix Plus, and I'm taking the Sunburst shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit and highlighting my cheekbones, blending everything together once again so we have no harsh lines, and making sure I keep everything nice and bright. With the fan brush, I'm taking the Luster shade from Bella Pierre Cosmetics and putting that on my cheekbones. I already put it down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and as you can see I finished that off with blending everything out with a big fluffy brush. I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lip in the shade Crush, which is a really pretty neutral looking pink, and then I am just lining my lips with MAC lip pencil in Soar. Spraying my face with a little bit of Mario Badescu's setting spray, which is a rose water spray, and that is the completed makeup look. So thank you so much for watching, and I will have more makeup tutorials to come very soon.
I don't know how to talk to you, I don't know how to ask you if you're okay. My friends always feel the need to tell me things